I'm 86 years old, and if I could sit down with my 20-year-old self today, there's one conversation I would have immediately. Not about money, not about success, and not about finding the perfect career. I'd tell him something much more important. I'd tell him to stop waiting. When I was 20, I thought I had all the time in the world. I believed life was a long road stretching endlessly ahead of me. Whenever I had a dream, I told myself, I'll do it later. Whenever I wanted to take a chance, I said, I'll wait until I'm ready. And whenever I was afraid, I convinced myself there would always be another opportunity. But life doesn't work that way. One day turns into a week turns into a year, and before you realize it, decades have quietly disappeared. I learned this lesson the hard way. When I was 27, I wanted to start a small business. Nothing huge, just a simple idea I believed in. I spent months planning, months researching, months waiting for the perfect moment. Then a friend of mine started almost the exact same business. He wasn't smarter than me. He wasn't richer than me. In fact, he knew less than I did. The only difference was this: he started, and I didn't. Within a few years, his business became successful. Meanwhile, I was still making excuses. I wish I could tell you that was the only opportunity I missed. It wasn't. I delayed trips I wanted to take. I delayed goals I wanted to chase. I delayed conversations I needed to have. I even delayed telling people how much they meant to me. And then something happened that changed my life forever. When I was 43 years old, my older brother passed away unexpectedly. The night before he died, I almost called him. Almost. I was busy. I told myself I'd call tomorrow. Tomorrow never came. For years, that haunted me. Not because of something I did, because of something I didn't do. That's when I finally understood something most people learn too late. Life is not destroyed by failure. It's destroyed by hesitation. People think their biggest regrets will come from taking risks, but at 86, I can tell you the opposite is true. Most regrets come from the chances you never took, the words you never said, the dreams you never chased, the life you kept postponing. Here's the twist. Years later, I eventually started a business. And do you know what happened? I failed. Not once, not twice, several times. But something surprised me. The failures didn't hurt nearly as much as the years I spent doing nothing. Failure taught me lessons. Waiting taught me regret. And regret lasts much longer. Today, when people ask me the secret to a successful life, I always give the same answer. Start before you're ready. Take the trip, make the phone call, apply for the job, tell people you love them. Take the chance, because the perfect moment you're waiting for doesn't exist, and the future you're dreaming about is built by the actions you take today. At 86 years old, this is what I wish I knew at 20. You don't need more time. You don't need more confidence. You don't need perfect conditions. You just need to begin. Because one day, you'll realize that the most valuable thing in life was never money, it was time. And once it's gone, you never get it back.